Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Always out there just kind of poking the bear a little bit. Honestly, last year's WrestleMania, the main event spot, the biggest spot of WrestleMania 40, was built around who was going to be the man to upset the final boss. And it went to The Undertaker. I think every rumor that everybody read leading up until the day of, the night of, the minute this show started was that Stone Cold Steve Austin was going to be that final surprise to defeat the final boss to let Cody Rhodes win the WWE Championship from Roman Reigns. And the lights went out, the gong went off, and it was The Undertaker. The Undertaker is a huge legend in WWE. He's one of the biggest names from my entire childhood, growing up, watching WWE up until today. Of course, he retired a few years ago. He rode off at WrestleMania 36 after the Boneyard match, and he's a guy that makes sporadic appearances here and there, but even though his run in WWE, when it comes down to it, wasn't as long as The Undertaker, it wasn't as long as Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin is probably the number 2 biggest legend in WWE/WWF history. Behind Hulk Hogan in my book, honestly, for the one reason of Hulk is the guy that put the butts in the seats for the early WrestleManias, main eventing WrestleMania 1 through debatably 9, definitely 8. Number 9, he was built in that tag match, and he comes out and he defeats Bret the Hitman. No, I apologize. He defeats Yokozuna after Yoko beat Bret the Hitman Hart, who was the champion at the time. But Stone Cold Steve Austin, he came back and he did the main event of night 1 of WrestleMania for the WrestleMania in Dallas, and that was WrestleMania 38, and that was so many years after WrestleMania 19, him coming back for one more match, one more night, giving us what we all wanted. I mean, I definitely been guilty of making videos about Stone Cold Steve Austin coming back to wrestling, to wrestle guys like CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, The Rock, and none of them ever came true. None of them ever happened because we were all sure that Stone Cold Steve Austin was okay with his career, how it ended, his last match against The Rock at WrestleMania 19. But he came back and he gave us that moment, and we were fine with it. I don't think that many people really complained. I think a lot of people said that it would have been awesome if Stone Cold Steve Austin would have been that guy. But here he is doing an interview in 2024, talking about one of the reasons why he didn't go to Philadelphia to do that spot. It wasn't that they didn't offer him enough money. It's just hard to get him to leave the state of Nevada. And he doesn't really like to go anywhere. He doesn't really like to travel. I know that he goes out and he does things for business when he really has to, but he's just a homebody. He likes hanging out in the garage. He likes going out and doing things on the farm. He likes hanging out with his cats. And that's what he likes to do. But here he is doing an interview in 2024 talking about WrestleMania's in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is located in Nevada. He's basically sending up a flare. He's shooting off a firework to The Rock, Triple H, at Khan, anybody that'll look at it and basically say like, hey, WrestleMania 41, Las Vegas, Nevada, open for business. Give Stone Cold Steve Austin a call. Says that a match against CM Punk is what people have been looking for, and he says there's a chance that it could happen. I mean, he got his butt in shape for that match with Kevin Owens. He didn't humiliate himself. He didn't, botch it up. It looked good. I mean, definitely the next night, the stunner to Vince McMahon, which I don't think was his fault. He gave the stunner. He didn't take it. That didn't look good. But I mean, like, he's had worse ones. Definitely with Linda. But come on, WWE. It's not even WWE. Come on, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know that we want this. Please don't tempt us. Don't dangle something in front of our face that isn't gonna happen. You want to show up to WrestleMania? That's awesome. You want to do an appearance where you wave from your box office seat or something like that. You want to ride your little Kawasaki 4x4 and running around the ring and ride up the ramp and wave to everybody. That'd be fucking awesome. You want to tempt us and tell us that you want to come back and wrestle a match against CM Punk? Don't do that unless you're going to give it to us. That's what I fucking want. I want it bad. I mean, I would love for Punk to be in the title picture. I don't know if Punk really wants to be in the title picture in WWE. I think that he wants to be there. I think he wants to give back to the fans that have been fans of him for so long. I think that he wants to perform because he came into WWE to put butts in seats and wrestle matches. And because of him getting injured, he hasn't been able to do that. But I know for sure if Stone Cold wants the match, Punk wants the match. If Punk wants the match, I'm sure Stone Cold Steve Austin would want the match. I'm just letting you know that I'm one of many that it has plans of going to WrestleMania. That's the match I want to see. Hopefully you guys do too. Peace out. Let's see.